Listen carefully, because the first moments after money enters your life can decide whether it becomes peace or disappears like smoke. A financial blessing can look like answered prayer, but if you move too fast, talk too much, and let emotion take over, what was meant to lift you can suddenly start slipping away. A lot of people ask for increase. They pray for help. They beg for open doors. Then the help comes and they mishandle it with careless hands. Not because heaven failed them, because they did not know how to carry what arrived. So hear this and hold it tight. When provision comes, when a door opens, when money appears in a way you did not expect, do two things at once: keep quiet and stay wise. That may sound small, but it can protect your peace, your future, and the people connected to your life. Some receive a blessing, and it grows into stability, freedom, and overflow. Others receive the same kind of blessing, and within days or weeks, it is drained by pressure, bad choices, loud celebration, and the wrong people getting too close. Stay with me, because this is not just a message about money. It is about what you do after the prayer is answered. And that next part matters more than most people realize. When financial help comes into your hands, there are immediate assignments attached to it. Be quiet, be wise. Many people lose what they receive because they speak too quickly and act without thought. That is why this message matters. You are not hearing this by accident. You are being prepared. Provision is not only about receiving, it is about keeping, guarding, and multiplying. Over time, the pattern becomes clear. Some people receive help and it remains. It settles into their life and becomes lasting testimony. Others receive the same help and it fades almost as fast as it came. The difference is usually not luck, it is stewardship. The people who kept their blessing knew how to stay quiet about it and how to move with wisdom. The people who lost it usually did the opposite. They announced everything. They made emotional decisions. They let excitement become their leader. Let this sink into your spirit. Silence is not weakness. Wisdom is not fear. These are protections. These are shields. If you learn this early, you will stop turning answered prayers into temporary moments. There are blessings that need room to breathe before they are displayed. There are miracles that grow better in private before they become visible in public. And if you catch this now, you can save yourself pain, stress, and years of regret. Do not drift away here. This is where many futures are either protected or exposed. The first lesson is simple, but not easy. Keep quiet when the blessing comes. For many people, this is the hardest part. The moment breakthrough arrives, they want everybody to know. They want to post it, hint at it, celebrate it, and let the world watch them enjoy it. But not every blessing should be announced the second it lands. Sometimes the safest place for a fresh blessing is quiet obedience. Why? Because when you loudly reveal what has entered your hands, you may also invite things that do not belong there: envy, pressure, manipulation, unhealthy attention, sudden demands, even spiritual resistance. Some blessings grow stronger in silence. Some seeds need hidden soil before they can survive open air. A promise can be real and still be handled badly. A gift can be from God and still be exposed too soon. Wisdom understands timing. You do not have to lie. You do not have to act like nothing happened, but you also do not have to reveal every detail. Sometimes the holiest answer is small and calm. God has been faithful. Things are moving. I am thankful. That is enough. You do not owe the full story to every curious eye. You do not owe financial details to every person who smiles at you. Quiet does not mean fear. Quiet means control. Quiet means peace. Quiet means you care more about protecting the seed than impressing the crowd. And if this feels sharp, good. It is supposed to, because loose words have emptied many hands. Think about what happens in real life. A family receives an inheritance, a bonus, a contract, a gift, or sudden help. Joy rises, and that joy makes sense, but then they start showing everything too early. New purchases appear. Extra spending becomes visible. Details are shared with people who should never have had access to that information. At first, it seems harmless. Then the pressure begins. New needs start appearing from nowhere. Strange expenses show up. Relationships shift. People become competitive, uncomfortable, needy, or quietly resentful. Friends start asking for money. Relatives suddenly have emergencies. People who were distant begin showing intense interest. Little by little, the peace around that blessing starts fading. This is why humility matters. Pride makes noise. Wisdom does not need a trumpet. When you feel the urge to show off what God gave you, pause, slow down, protect the seed. There is a difference between thanking God and performing for people. There is a difference between a testimony led by peace and an announcement driven by ego. Some things should remain private until the proper season. And there is another simple truth. The more people know, the more opinions they bring. The more opinions they bring, the more pressure you feel. Pressure makes people spend badly, commit too soon, and prove things they never needed to prove. So guard your blessing. Let it breathe in quiet. Let it become strong before it becomes visible. Keep listening, because the next part is where many people lose what heaven placed in their hands. The second lesson is this: stay wise when money comes. Receiving money is one thing, keeping it and growing it is something else. Many do not lose their blessing because of outside attack alone. They lose it because of foolish financial behavior. The money comes and they spend it on things that do not matter. They raise their lifestyle before securing their future. They feel rich for 1 month and anxious the next. But provision is not only for pleasure, it is also for stewardship. When money enters your hands, more than your excitement is being tested. Your discipline is being revealed. Wise stewardship starts by putting God first. If you believe the blessing came from Him, honor Him first with it. Do not let every bill, every craving, and every impulse run ahead of your reverence. Set aside what belongs to God before you touch the rest. This is not empty religion. It trains your heart. It reminds you that money is a tool, not your ruler. It keeps gratitude above greed. And when your heart is in order, your choices become clearer. You stop moving from panic. You stop reacting to the emotion of sudden increase. You begin handling provision like a steward, not like a child in a store. That shift changes everything. Suddenly, you are no longer asking how to impress people. You are asking how to protect peace. You are no longer asking how fast you can spend. You are asking what this money needs to do. Stay with me here. This part can save you from mistakes that feel exciting at first and painful later. When money comes, clear debt before you upgrade your lifestyle. This is one of the clearest signs of wisdom. Many people do the opposite. They receive increase and immediately start shopping for a bigger image. Better phone, better clothes, better car, better furniture, better appearance. But debt is still sitting in the dark, eating away at their future. That is not freedom. That is decoration over bondage. Debt quietly drains blessing. It creates holes in your pocket and pressure in your mind. So when provision comes, do not first ask, what can I buy? Ask, what can I remove? What can I clear? What has been weighing me down? What keeps pulling my future backward? Use part of that blessing to break chains, become lighter, become freer. Then, only then, think carefully about any lifestyle improvement. Real increase is not looking rich. Real increase is being stable. It is sleeping in peace. It is not fearing the next bill, the next phone call, the next interest payment, or the next emergency. Some people receive help, spend it on appearance, and end up with the same stress wearing nicer shoes. That is not wisdom. That is delay. Temporary pleasure is loud, but freedom is deeper. Freedom is quieter. Freedom lasts. And let me add this: even if the amount feels small, The principle still works. You do not need a huge financial miracle to act wisely. A small amount handled with discipline can begin a major shift. A blessing does not need to be massive to be meaningful. It just needs wise hands. Save and invest before spending on luxuries. This principle has rescued many people from future pain. In seasons of increase, the wise prepare for seasons that may not feel as easy. Life moves in rhythms. Some seasons flow, some seasons tighten. If you consume everything in your season of plenty, you may enter your next season with panic instead of peace. So do not spend all your increase the moment it arrives. Save some, build margin, put something aside so your future self can breathe. Then think about wise investments, not emotional ones, not flashy ones, not rushed ones. Learn first, research first, ask good questions, move slowly. Some people receive large amounts, and within months, it is all gone because they treated the blessing like a party instead of a seed. New furniture, random upgrades, unplanned trips, constant eating out, gifts given from excitement instead of wisdom. It feels thrilling for a moment, but excitement has a short memory. Wisdom thinks further ahead. Wisdom knows every dollar should have a purpose. Some is for giving, some is for debt, some is for saving, some is for building. And yes, some can be enjoyed, but only after the first responsibilities are handled. This is how blessing starts multiplying. It is not only about what comes in, it is about what remains, what grows, and what keeps working after the emotional moment passes. Do not miss that, because many blessings are not stolen overnight. They are drained slowly through habits that looked harmless at the time. You also have to be careful about lending money carelessly to friends and family who have shown no faithfulness with money. This part is hard because blessing often attracts requests. The moment people sense that you have more, needs begin appearing from every direction. Some needs are real, some are emotional, some are manipulative, some are simply ongoing patterns that would continue no matter how much you gave. Wisdom does not mean becoming cold. It means learning how to help without destroying what was entrusted to you. There is a difference between generosity and surrendering your future to someone else's lack of discipline. If God leads you to give, then give with peace. If God leads you to say no, then say no with peace. Do not let guilt make decisions for you. Do not let pressure preach louder than wisdom. Some people receive a financial blessing and quickly scatter it across the demands of others, only to discover later they can no longer build what they were meant to build. What was sent to strengthen their house was spread so thin that nobody was truly helped. This is why discernment matters. Pray before you promise. Pause before every request. A quick yes can become a long regret. And remember this: people who waste money rarely change because you rescued them once. Sometimes your no is wiser than your loan. Sometimes your boundary protects more than your emotion. That may sound strong, but strong is sometimes necessary because one careless act of guilt can create months of unnecessary weight. When financial blessing comes, put some of it into things that can produce more. Resources were not only given to be admired, they were given to be used well. Money can disappear in consumption, or it can be planted in something that keeps bearing fruit. Think beyond the moment. Can this money help you gain a skill? Can it support a small business? Can it fund training, equipment, tools, education, or systems that increase your earning power? Can it be placed into something solid and well researched that grows over time? This is where many people break out of struggle cycles. They stop using blessing only for comfort and begin using it for construction. A luxury purchase may make you feel elevated for a day, but an asset, a skill, or a wise opportunity can keep producing for years. Some used financial increase to build stable businesses, strengthen existing work, create extra streams of income, or buy things that appreciated. Years later, those wise moves were still speaking. Others spent everything trying to look successful, and a decade later there was nothing left to show for it. That contrast matters. Wisdom often looks slower than impulse. It can even look boring to immature eyes. But over time, wisdom becomes visible. The fruit speaks, the peace shows, the stability becomes undeniable. And let me add this too, building is not always dramatic. Sometimes it is simple. A certification, a better tool, a small account started consistently, a necessary repair, a plan finally followed. Little wise actions can change an entire future when repeated long enough. Be alert, because not every opportunity that appears after a blessing is sent by God. Some are distractions, some are traps dressed in nice language. The moment money comes, there may suddenly be amazing deals, urgent investments, fast profit ideas, and persuasive voices telling you to move quickly before the chance disappears. Be careful. Pressure is often a warning sign. Scams love urgency. Foolish choices love emotion. Wisdom does not rush because something sounds impressive. Move slowly, ask hard questions. If something is real, it will still stand after you take time to think. Do not hand your blessing to something you do not understand. Do not let fancy speech, fake confidence, social pressure, or fear of missing out separate you from discernment. Pray over major decisions. Seek counsel from grounded people, not loud people. Seek advice from those who live with wisdom, not just those who talk with excitement. Many have lost a good blessing by chasing quick multiplication without patience, knowledge, or peace. They wanted speed more than stability. They wanted thrill more than truth, and the result was loss. Steady growth is still growth. Careful building is still progress. You do not need overnight success if it comes with hidden cracks. Let what enters your life be examined, not worshiped. Let every major move pass through prayer, research, and wise counsel. Stay here, because this is where a lot of people either protect their future or give it away with a smile. And there's another layer people often ignore. Keep records, make a plan, watch where the money goes. A blessing tracked with wisdom lasts longer than a blessing managed by feelings. Do not just hope it works out, count it, organize it, assign it, write down your priorities before emotion changes them. Decide in advance what portion will be given, what portion will remove debt, what portion will be saved, what portion will be invested, and what portion can be enjoyed without guilt. A plan creates order. Order creates peace. Peace protects progress. Small habits matter more than dramatic moments. Quiet discipline matters. Repeated obedience matters. This is how increase becomes lasting strength, not through one emotional decision, but through many wise decisions after the emotion has faded. And please hear this: gratitude and strategy can live together. You can thank God deeply and still use a budget. You can celebrate and still be careful. You can smile and still say not yet. You can be generous and still have boundaries. You can receive joyfully and still move slowly. That balance is maturity. Some people lose money because they think planning is a lack of faith. It is not. Good planning is one of the ways wisdom speaks. When you track what enters your hands, you begin to see leaks you never noticed before. And once you see the leaks, you can close them. That is how small blessings stop disappearing. That is how peace stays in the house longer. Some of you are already in a season where provision is near. Others are in a season where wisdom is being built before the blessing arrives. Both seasons matter. A blessing without wisdom can become a burden, but a blessing placed in wise hands can become a legacy. So when increase comes, do not become loud, become grounded. Do not become proud, become thankful. Do not become reckless, become prayerful. Keep your circle small while the seed is still fragile. Protect your peace while the blessing is still settling. And when decisions must be made, do not let excitement lead you. Let wisdom lead you. Put God first. Clear debt before trying to impress people. Save and invest before luxury. Do not lend carelessly to those who repeatedly waste what they receive. Put money into things that can produce more. Test opportunities before trusting them. Keep records. Make a plan. Watch where it goes. And let me add something else. Learn to sit with a blessing before acting on it. You do not need to respond to every feeling the moment it rises. Sometimes the smartest move is to wait a few days, breathe, pray, think, and let the emotional heat cool down. Clarity often comes after the noise settles. That pause alone can save you from many mistakes. Do not underestimate the power of calm. Calm is not weakness. Calm is control. Calm protects what chaos would waste. So carry this into your next season. When provision enters your life, have the strength to stay quiet and the wisdom to stay steady. Do not hand your blessing over to pride, pressure, guilt, or foolish desire. Know when to speak and when to remain silent. Have discernment to recognize traps, courage to say no, and patience to build slowly when that is the wiser path. Let what enters your hands be protected, ordered, and multiplied. Let your blessing do more than meet today's needs. Let it help shape tomorrow's stability. Remember this every time increase comes near you. Keep quiet and stay wise. Before you celebrate publicly, pray privately. Before you upgrade, clear what has been weighing you down. Before you spend, save. Before you trust an opportunity, test it. Before you say yes to every request, seek peace. Before you move, ask whether this choice protects the blessing or exposes it. If you live by that, you will avoid regrets that break many people. You will keep what so many lose. You will discover that wisdom is not dry. It is powerful. It is protective. It is often the hidden key to sustained blessing. Hold these words close. Return to them before major financial decisions. And when the blessing comes, because for many it will, do not waste the answer to your prayers. Guard it, grow it, walk in wisdom, stay humble, stay grateful, stay disciplined, and let what was sent from heaven remain strong in your life long after the emotion of the moment has passed.